So this is the pound yen analysis for Thursday, 9th of November. Now, let's have a look what happened with prices on the 8th of November. So we're just going to grab the pen, and the 8th of November was just there. So on the 8th of November, we did have a bit of a turnaround before we got to this significant level of 50.56 that we would have liked to have seen. What we've done is come down to this 49.78, had a bit of a bounce, which is a retracement, and then we saw the sell side momentum come into the market. We did break below it. We've strong momentum to the downside. So we've broken down to the downside. We've taken out these lows here. We did expect price to come down to 48.46, and we didn't quite get down there, which isn't ideal. How close did we get? Let's just have a look. Just gonna have a quick look now. So we went as low as 148.54. Yes. In around 8 to 10 pips. In around 8 to 10 pips of this this level down here at 148.46. We didn't quite get down there, but we got pretty close. So overall, we did see the buy side momentum come back into the market before we got down to our significant level, and we do look poised to test 49.78. So where do we expect prices to go from here? I'm just going to scale the chart over a little bit, and we can see levels on the chart. So we got the 400 period average. We'll see is pretty much held as a support there, kind of resistance there more recently. So we'll see how price reacts to the 400 period average here in black. But what we're looking for really is to see how price reacts to 49.78. Whenever we retrace to 49.78, the acts as resistance, then we see a significant break to the downside and actually test this 48.46 before potentially looking for more buy side momentum. If we do break above this 149.78, however, we might see a bit of consolidation before we head towards. We might see some distance. Well, we might not actually, but we will see prices head towards that 50.56 level. If we do get up to say 51.25, which we can see over here on the left of the charts, would be in around this. This is the news candle, which was deemed as being bearish for the pound, the Mark Carney press conference, and so on. If we do trade up to 51.25, it would somewhat negate all the bearishness in relation to the inflation report, Mark Carney press conference, and a dovish rate hike by the Bank of England. So if we do get up to 51.25, it would somewhat invalidate all the bearishness in that regard. But overall, potential to the upside, we're looking for 50.56, even though it's a weekly pivot, for a potential turnaround and a test of that 49.78. And we'll see how price reacts as 49.78. If we do break above and we get a retracement from 50.56, let's just clear this chart up. To the downside, we've already mentioned, if we do break down from this 49.78, we'll be targeting that 48.46. So if we do see prices do trade beyond there, the levels we'll be looking for again to the downside. If we do break above and we do break below there, we'll be looking for prices to see how price reacts to 47.35. We'd like to see a retracement back up to 48.46. But 47.35, far end of the range to the downside, and 51.25, far into the upside. So let's just have a look at the just gonna have a look at the daily chart before, and the weekly chart before wrapping up here. So going over to the daily chart, and let's just have a quick look. Just bear with me a second here. Let's just have the scaling on here correct at first. The daily chart, the chart isn't well. The chart isn't very nice at present. I don't know how to put this another way. Let me just explain. So there's a degree of indecisiveness in the market. It's something I do not like to see. What we can see here is a series of bullish and bearish candles, quite indecisive, as you can see. Prices both going upwards, downwards, not really trending here on the daily chart. As we can see, we've got moves to the upside, moves to the downside. Again, not higher low. We've not had a series of higher lows or lower highs. There's not a degree of bearishness or bullishness. It's quite indecisive, as you can see here. Prices, it's and the range appears to be the more we go outwards, the more the range extends. So we've had a small cut range here, and as we head outwards, the range appears to be getting bigger. So which isn't ideal, But overall, again, we'll be looking at, we're operating within the shadow of this this bearish candle in regards to Bank of England. So as we're operating within this shadow of the Bank of England somewhat bearishness, I suppose we should hold a further sell side bias than a buy side bias in regards to the pound against the yen. So as long as we stay below 51.25, we should expect further downside momentum of the pound against the yen. But yes, we should expect further momentum to the downside as long as we do, as long as this candle remains valid. This candle on this bearish candle here. Was the ECB candle, was it? Yes, it was. Yes, as long as we do maintain this, as long as this candle remains valid in that its bearishness, as what I mean by that, simply that we don't trade above and close above 51.25. So as long as we operate in the shadow of this candle, we have to remain cautious in our bullish stance and be more prone to bearish opportunities. Now let's just have a look at the weekly chart. So on this weekly chart, again, we've had a bit of indecisive. Again, it's somewhat more indecisive, but the overall trend was slightly to the upside. So we've had a series of higher lows in around here. We're operating in shadow of this very, very strong bullish candle there, as was just identified. And again, we've gone into a bit of a consolidation here. We've not revisited these highs. They're in around 52.85, and we do appear to be at present. We do appear to be putting a bit of a lower high. So we might see further downside momentum in the market, but there isn't a significant enough weekly candle here to further sell side momentum, because the last candle which indicated some potential sell side momentum was here on the 23rd. Was a candle which opened on the 23rd of October, but it was somewhat invalidated by the very next week. We did trade above its highs, somewhat invalidating, even though we did close near the lows. We did not see continuation. Again, this week we've seen more buy side momentum. So there does appear to be some buyers of the pound at present, even though overall there has been some dovishness from the Bank of England. So that should wrap up the pound yen analysis. So before I go, LCS, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.